Gail is an internationally known and respected scientist, lecturer, teacher, mentor, publisher, and her life's work couldn't be more pertinent to the health and well-being of our world today.
Gail's a very warm and engaging person, but she's a total go-getter when it comes to science. She's been a leader in the discipline of virology for more than 40 years.
Gail really embodies what a citizen of our society, our world, should aspire to be. Not only has she been a trailblazer or a pioneer in the field of RNA viruses, she's just a brilliant and highly accomplished professional, a wonderfully generous supporter of her alma mater, and an inspirational leader.
Gail and I first met when we were both freshmen at William & Mary in 1962. I was constantly amazed at her combination of beauty and brains and leadership. Gail and her husband Andy have contributed to the school in ways that have made them members of the President's Society, the Fourth Century Society, Bell Society, the Robert Boyle Legacy Society, and she also has been very active for years with the Graduate School Advisory Committee.
Perhaps some of the most long-lasting, impactful accomplishments that came from Gail's lab were ones that happened and started in the 80s, where Gail really led the way in cloning several of the genes of a virus called respiratory syncytial virus, which was the single largest cause of hospitalizations of pediatric and newborn kids in the US for many years. And so Gail's lab started building the toolkit that was necessary to generate infectious clones of this class of viruses.
A lot of the work that was done in Gail's laboratory really elucidated some of the mechanisms for how these viruses control their gene expression. And there's, a component of that has significant implications for vaccine design. Companies continue to use this technology. For example, with SARS-CoV-2 right now, people are using pseudotyped vesicular stomatitis viruses to understand some of the phenotypic characteristics of these viruses.
There are many organizations that have benefited from Gail's involvement. One was that she was elected as the president of the American Society for Virology, which underscored her respect amongst American virologists. But the second was really the fact that Gail was a member of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Advisory Council. To be in those positions, you have to be an incredibly well-rounded and well-respected virologist.
Gail and her husband Andy have a beautiful 180-acre farm on the Rappahannock River, and when she retired from medical research, she became a full-time farmer and sleuth. She started discovering artifacts on the property, and that piqued her curiosity. The next thing you know, she's rented an apartment in Williamsburg, and at age 75 has enrolled as a full-time graduate student in anthropology. And I loved a quote from her anthropology graduate peers. They wrote, "When not working on pre-contact stone tools from the Rappahannock River area of Virginia to better understand indigenous travel and trade networks, she's off being a world-renowned virologist and or working on her farm where she raises free-range Black Angus. If she were an animal, she'd be a falcon, an awesome falcon."
Gail, your legacy in virology is phenomenal, and your service to your community and to William & Mary is exemplary. Congratulations.
You are an inspiration to so many. My heartfelt congratulations to you.
Gail, I have felt honored and blessed to have had you for a friend for almost 60 years now. Congratulations, dear friend.